It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Hermstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. They'll return it from inside the 5. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. Trying to find some room. It's Higgins. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kurt, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial for kickstarting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. Using his legs, it's Higgins. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On the 9th play of this opening drive, it's third down and short. The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. A huge defensive score.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Oh, and he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
When that pass rush got in there in a hurry, great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. He hands it off from the gun. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play. Bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain. Will be first and goal at the 7. The Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here's a handoff on first and goal. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust is going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking for a receiver. Lets it go quickly. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He could go. across the 30. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that one's picked off. What a play. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. It's a keeper. And he stopped very close to the marker. Looks like it's going to be fourth down and inches. Needs a completion here on fourth down. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Alabama getting set for their 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. It's Henderson. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. Set. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's the first and still running. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw. It's Henderson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. It's reeled in. It's Higgins. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense is short of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Snides the quick throw. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He flips it to the back across the middle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity for him to take a shot here.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Important second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled in the tackle.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
There's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes a quick grab. The first down pickup, tackled at the 45.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. They get to the line here in the no huddle. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That mistake sets the offense up at the 40. Back to pass. It's Henderson. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. They misfire on 1st down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. The QB will try again on 2nd and 10. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The receiver grabs it. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Back to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
It's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This quarterback on fire today.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Extra point splits the uprights. With that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Looking deep downfield to the left, and it's all in. What a catch. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And not through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Looking deep to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
2nd and 10 here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. They bring him down. A chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
But his defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a dart right down the middle. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The quarterback just sneaks it. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Try the quarterback sneak. I don't think he broke the plane. That defensive front rising up to stop it. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. It's a short attempt, but from the left hash mark, a severe angle here. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Texas.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Hurdles over the defender. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
That's a really good run by this offense, and Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
They're going to run it here. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Look at that, he's still going. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. One man to the backfield, and he'll kick the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. To throw, it's Henderson. It's the running back in the flat. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. On the move now. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Off target with the throw, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. He's got it near the end zone.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
BAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Offense takes the field. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the back now goes in motion. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Texas.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see, and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker is not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab by the receiver. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Good throw, complete to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Better make it 3 for 3 here. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. The field goal is good.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
21. Texas.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This could create some problems for a defense. Receiver in motion now. Testing the right side here. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Sticking with the running game. Both area brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Here they come on third and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. They're going to throw it on third and very long. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down, look at the throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is, Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
Well, at this point, the offensive coordinator has to think about going to the other quarterback. That's his fourth interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball in the coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
The Texas offense comes back out on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Quarterback didn't see the play clock, took too much time, didn't get the snap off.
On the set.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Backed up at the one, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Fires it to the wideout. Falls incomplete. A misfire for a third consecutive time.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. With the pick. Let's see what they can do here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Henderson. He's running out of time here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
He escapes the pocket. Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The offense does a good job of utilizing the play-action pass, sucking those linebackers up against the run to give the quarterback a nice window behind them to be able to make that throw downfield to the tight end.
Comes up with the catch. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try the right here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pitch toward the sideline, finds the running back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. And the wideout goes in motion. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line. Here we are late in a one-score game. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. The pass rush closing in. Oh, it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there. Offense takes the field. And they play keep away here. Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Short pass finds the tight end. Finding space at the 20. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and the receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
First down now at the 48. What a difference one play can make from being backed up to out near midfield. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And here's the handoff. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Rolling the dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on fourth down. This could be the game here. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency, and that's a great example that he's up to it.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down. Well, the experts were saying, Rick, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even match and two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
you.